Welcome to Practice Yogis. My name is Lila, if we haven't met before. And today we have about 35 minutes in a Power Flow class. This class is inspired by our heart chakra, our heart space. And because it's inspired in our heart chakra, we're going to be working with arms and hands and opening up the chest and shoulders. So if you feel like your shoulders are tight, this might be really good for you. Also, the heart space talks about that ability to give and receive love. So by doing the practice today, we're going to open ourselves up to receive more love and to receive more things that we want in our lives. So let's get started. I invite you to find a comfortable seated position to start with. And as you arrive there, make sure the spine is nice and long. Closing your eyes. And allowing the shoulders to drop towards the earth. Take a moment here, simply observing your breath. Noticing if today your breath is deep or shallow. And without the need to judge your breath or judge anything else, simply observe. And starting to bring your awareness towards the area of the chest and shoulders. And notice if there is any sensation alive, tight, open. And so still with the eyes closed, next inhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And 2 more times, shoulders roll up, back and down. And last time, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Feeling the eyes back open. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Lengthen through the fingertips. And exhale, melt the hands towards the floor. Make your way to your first, all fours, hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to move through a few cat and cows here. So inhale, gazing up to the sky, dropping the belly. And exhale, rolling the spine, looking towards the belly button. Continue to move with breath. So the inhale, take you up. And the exhale, roll. 2 more, just like this. Up. Starting to mobilize the spine, but also shining the heart space. Roll. Up. And roll. Nice. And bring yourself back to the center. Grounding the hands to the floor. Tuck the toes. And see if you can hover the knees off the floor. So simply hover. Don't let it lift a little too high. But it's almost like you have 1 centimeter between your knee and the floor. Feel that power going from your hands to the earth. The beautiful exchange of energy. Feel your shoulders activating. 1 more breath here. Hands slowly release, knees towards the floor. Sit on your heels. Make a few rotations with your wrists. I like to say popcorn the hands when you do this. Just to release some tension when starting to warm up the wrist space. Inhale, bring the hands up to the sky. And exhale, melt the hands back to the floor. Let's make our way back to our downward facing dog now. Take a moment on your downward facing dog, sending the sitting bones to the sky. Pedal the feet. Maybe the hips want to go from a gentle sway from side to side. And then bring the shoulders away from the ears, broadening through the collarbones. And next, inhale, your right leg comes up for your three-legged dog. Take a moment here, lift the leg a little bit higher if you can. And exhale, bring the knee towards the chest, step between your hands. Inhale, rise to your lunge. I almost lost my balance on this one. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, open through the chest. Make sure the hips are squaring towards the front of the mat. Take a nice long breath here. Exhale, maybe just sink a little deeper. And then grounding the front foot to the floor, slide the back foot to the front. Let's go for a little flow. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands back up. And exhale, melt the hands all the way towards the ground. Halfway lift as you inhale. Bow, release as you exhale. Hands ground to the earth. Step yourself back to a plank position. Now for your plank today, if this is too much for you, bring the knees towards the earth. Make sure you're honoring your body. Otherwise, toes tucking, lift the knees up. Again, press the hands away. Remember, we're going to be working a lot with the space of the arms today. And very slowly, elbows tucking in, lower the whole body to the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Inhale, gentle cobra, lift the chest up. Exhale, make your way back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a moment to reset. Peel the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, left leg comes up to the sky. And exhale, knee towards the chest, step between your hands. Rise to your lunge. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Find your ground here. Hips squaring towards the front, body balanced, strong. And grounding the front foot to the floor, slide the back foot to the front. Let's flow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, melt the hands to the floor. Halfway lift. And bow, release. Step all the way back, plank position. Now it's your option here. You can stay with the first variation that we did, or we're going to go to a full chaturanga. So this time lower the body halfway down. Inhale for upward facing dog, knees are off the floor. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, so we are warm now. We are ready to start our flow. We're ready to bring the power to the practice. So come with me. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. This time, hold it here. Hold. Press the hands away from you. Engage in the core. Let's go for a little play. Touch the right knee towards the right elbow. Right knee towards the left elbow. Again, let's go to the right. And back to the left. Bring it back to the center. Bring the knee a little bit closer to the chest. My arms are shaking. I hope yours is too. And in the count of 3, we step between the hands. 3, 2, 1, step. Nice. Inhale, rise up to your lunge. Exhale, this time open warrior 2. Lengthen the hands to each direction. Notice how the shoulders are feeling here. If you need, a nice roll of the shoulders might help. Gaze towards the front fingers. Flip the front palm and reverse your warrior. Bring the hand all the way back. Feeling that nice long stretch through the side of the body. With your next exhale, bring the elbow to knee. Come into your side angle variation. Now for side angle, we really want to shine the heart space. So avoid moving the heart towards the floor and open up to your side wall. With the top hand, create one straight line from your back leg to the fingertips. Now decide here how much wasabi you like in your sushi. How much spice do you want in your practice? If you are happy there, stay. If you want a little bit more, hover the elbow from the knee. If you want a lot more, bring both hands up. Holding here, keep shining the heart towards the side wall. Don't let that top shoulder drop. One more inhale to stay. Exhale, melt the hands to the floor. Slide the front foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths to reset. Just notice the sensations that are running in your body space right now. Next inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Stay. Press the hands away, engage the core. Should we go for a little play? Yes. Left knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. Back to the left. And to the right. Bring it back to the center. Hold. 3, 2. Step between your hands. Nice. Rise to your lunge. Take a moment here to adjust if you need. And then open to warrior 2. Lengthen through the fingertips. Again, if the shoulders are too tight, roll the arms back. Energize through the whole upper body. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Feel that nice long sensation. And with the exhale, front elbow to front knee, side angle. Now remember, on your side angle, there is a tendency of the chest wanting to collapse. Open the heart space, let the Anahata, the heart chakra shine. Let it open to receive everything that you wish to receive from this practice, from this day. If you are happy here, stay. Otherwise, hover the elbow from the knee. If you want a little bit more, lift both hands up. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. So your whole body is working to remain in this space. Your core is engaged. One more breath here. And exhale, bow hands towards the earth. Slide the front foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Bring the knees towards the earth. And just for a moment, let's roll the shoulders again, sitting on the heels. Release some tension from the wrists, from the shoulders. A few circles with the arms. So we're going to combine all this and move with breath. So one breath, one movement, it makes everything so much easier. So when you're ready, inhale, hands come up. Exhale, melt the hands towards the floor. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here to reset. And let's move together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Step between your hands. Rise to your lunge. Warrior 2. Inhale to flip and reverse. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, melt to the floor. Slide the front foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. We'll switch to the other side. Left leg up. Knee to chest. Step and rise. Warrior 2. Flip and reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, hands up. Melt the hands to the ground. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing, see, it's much easier now, no? Downward facing, let's go one more time, right leg up. Starting to find your flow, knee to chest, step. Rise. Warrior. Flip and reverse. Starting to get warm in here. Side angle. Hold the hands up. And melt to the floor. This time stay. Stay here. Beautiful. Rise yourself back to your lunge. Now we're going to send the hands back, coming to arrowhead. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open through the chest. Find your front foot grounding to the earth. And I invite you to interlace the hands on the back of the body. If this is not available to you, you can keep the hands separate. That's okay too. Now slowly, see if you can come to the tippy toes of the back foot and then lift the back foot off the floor. This is a variation of Warrior 3. You can micro bend the standing knee to get a little more sensation there and balance. Take another long full breath and meet the feet together. Nice. Take a moment to shake the body. Did you guys feel that? I'm like sweating now. Beautiful. Inhale, hands come up. And with the exhale, bring the hands towards the back of the body. Fingertips facing towards the floor. Squeeze the elbows towards the center and open up the chest. Notice here I'm not collapsing my head, but it's almost like I have a big grapefruit between my chin and my chest. Send the hips towards the front. Keep opening through the heart space. Nice. Bring yourself back to the center. Inhale, rise. And exhale, melt all the way back. Halfway lift as you inhale. Bow, release as you exhale. Step or jump back through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Of course, if you need to skip Chaturanga, you're welcome to do that as well. We move to the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, chest. You know the spot. You have done it before. Rise. Warrior 2. Shining the heart in every direction today. Flip and reverse. Elbow to knee. And lift both hands up. This time, melt the hands towards the floor. Pause. Lift the back heel up. And then come back to your lunge position. Grounding through the front big toe. Swing the hands back. Make your way to your arrowhead. For arrowhead, trying to keep that head aligned with the back heel. So one straight line here. And from here, interlace the fingers on the back of the body. Now, if you're doing that, there is the tendency that we have to always interlace the same finger. So switch. Energize the hands towards the back heel. Keep opening up through the chest. And when you feel ready, sending the weight to the front leg, lift the back leg up. Breathe. Notice that sometimes when we are doing balancing poses, we tend to hold the breath. So allow your body to breathe through the situations when you need to balance. Makes things easier. Hold it here. Coming to the last 2 breaths. And slowly release, feet together. Give the body a little bit of a shake. Popcorn in the fingers. Make a few circles with the ankles and hands. That feel nice. Inhale, hands come up this time. To exhale, hands to the ground. As we come here, feet hip width apart. Flip the palms of the hands towards the ceiling. Bend the knees a little bit more for gorilla pose. Place the hands underneath the feet. And now we're creating this beautiful circle of energy in our bodies. The energy starts from the soles of the feet, goes up through your legs, hips, and then starts to melt down through the spine, shoulders, arms, wrists, back to the hand and feet. Breathe. And unravel the hands. Zigzag the feet nice and wide, toes pointing towards the outside. Allow the sitting bones to ground or to lower towards the earth. We're coming into Malasana squat. So if this is too much for you, you can stay a little bit higher, and that's totally okay. Go where your body guides you to go. Take a moment here to feel that weight moving towards the center of the earth, sinking. And then bring the right hand towards the floor. Energize the left hand up to the sky. Reach. Get that chest open one more time. Melt it back to the floor. Switch sides, opposite direction. Lengthen. Beautiful. Melt the hands back to the ground and find your way to a seated position. Okay, so we're going to do one more power pose here. One more. And then we're good to chill. So finding the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. With your peace fingers, grab to your big toes. Open up the chest, lengthen through the spine. And then start to lean towards the back. See if you can lift that feet off the floor. Nice. So we have many variations to explore here. If this is yours, stay as you are. If this is easy for you, squeeze the knees together, bring the elbows to the outside of the knees. Nice. Keep opening up the chest, so don't let the spine collapse. Beautiful. Now, if this is easy for you, there is another level here. Straighten the legs. Yes. Amazing. Finding your balance. Finding your breath. No matter where you are, release the right hand. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Whew. Reset. Let's go to the other side. Release the left hand. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Reset. You know where we're going, right? I bet you do. So from here, release both hands. Hold. 300. 299. 298. Oh my goodness, just kidding. Let's go just to another 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower the body down for your last one. Ah, this feels so nice. Take a moment here. Just allowing the body to soften. Noticing all the sensations they are running through your body space. Noticing everything that is alive. Bringing the soles of the feet to the floor. And bring the heels so close to the sitting bones that you can touch with your fingertips. You're coming into one bridge pose here. Inhale, sending the hips towards the sky. Energize the hips to the ceiling. Don't let the knees collapse to the side. Allow them to stay engaged and energized. And then returning the sitting bones back to the earth. And giving the knees a nice hug. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. Massaging through the spine. And bring the hands towards the back of the knees and rock yourself towards a seated position. Inhale, lengthen the hands to the ceiling. And exhale, melt the hands to the earth. Shift yourself back to your all fours, hands and knees. We're going to give the heart another opening here. So for this pose, allow the knees to stay aligned with the hips. Don't let the hips send back. Stay here and walk the hands towards the front. Starting to melt the chest towards the floor. This is your Anahata pose, Anahatasana. Anahata, it's the heart chakra. And you can relax the head towards the block or towards the floor. Feel, notice. And listen to the messages that the body has to give you. Take another 3 long breaths to stay. And slowly walking the hands closer towards you. And this time sitting on your heels and bringing the hands towards the back. Allow the head to soften towards the ground. For child's pose, variation with the hands towards the feet. And this time we are opening up the back of the heart space. Sometimes I even like to visualize a green light shining on the back of my heart. Spreading love. Receiving love. Rolling your spine back up. Let's again send the legs towards the front. And the right foot comes on the floor. Left foot comes on top of the right knee. And bring the hands towards the back, fingertips facing towards the back of the mat. Now this might be enough for you. Make sure you're flexing the toes here to keep your knee nice and protected. But if you want a little bit more, send the hips a little closer to the ankle. Send the hands closer to the hips and keep the chest opening. This feels like a really nice stretch to the outer leg. We'll balance for all the leg work that we did today. And slowly release, unravel the legs. Switching sides. Left foot now on top of the right knee. And again, adjust as you need. Maybe sending the hips a little closer to the ankle. Sending the hands a little closer to the hips. Notice where your body is today. I can feel that my body is like super tight today. So there is no judgment. We are human beings. We have different days, different experiences all the time. And releasing the legs. Bring the hands again towards the back of the knees. And roll yourself to lie down. Coming into one more twist. Hands come nice and wide. Allow the knees now to move towards the right side and just stay there for a moment. The shoulders stay open, grounding to the earth. The hands soft. And the body joyful. And bring the knees back to the center. Just switch sides, allow them to melt towards the left. Remembering that you have done all the hard work, this is for you to soften and rest. Take another few long breaths here. And slowly bringing the knees back to the chest. And this is your final hug to the knees. Give them a nice hug. Squeeze the knees towards the chest. Almost like saying to your body, I love you so much. I just want to hug you. And hug stronger for the next 3, 2, and 1. Release the whole body to the earth. As we come to the last pose of our practice today. A final space of deep relaxation and integration. So please don't skip this pose. We only have a little over a minute here, close to 2 minutes. Closing the eyes. Allowing the muscles of the face to soften. Allowing the shoulders to melt to the ground. And if you wish, you can visualize a green light in the center of your chest. This green light is the energy of your heart space expanding. Becoming more powerful and more available to you. And of course, if you wish to stay here for longer, please do. But if you are ready to continue on with your day or evening, start to wiggle fingers and toes. Bringing the hands overhead for a nice long stretch. And rolling to lie onto your side. And very gently pressing yourself towards a seated position. And we'll close our practice today, bringing the hands towards the heart center. Sending love and gratitude, firstly, towards ourselves for making time out of our days to nurture our bodies and mind through the practice of yoga. And then sending love to each other for being here in this community, practicing together. The light in me bows to the light in each one of you. Namaste.